Hello all and welcome to another pickups video, and here's everything that I picked up since the last numbered pickups video. Now I did do a trip to the London gaming market in between this and the previous one, however that has its own pickups video, so please do feel free to check that out. Anyway, let's dive into the stuff that I picked up this time round, and it starts with a trip to Bishop Stortford. Now I hit all the charity shops, and my favourite charity shop, which invariably I always managed to find something, didn't let me down. Now I did pick up two items because they do their 50p each mixed media section, but it's buy one get one free, so it's basically 25p an item, but you have to take two. However, the other item that I picked up along with this copy of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain has already passed through my hands. I would try and include some sort of visual on screen, and that was Peppa Pig the game for the Wii. Did get my phone up whilst I was there. Did check the trading value of it, as I try to do when I'm in there, and for 25 pence I managed to get a £3 trading value, as you will see. So that's already passed through my hands, because a week later when I went to Harlow I did do a CEX trading bundle and I did put it in amongst that. So apart from that, obviously SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Now I'm pleased to have picked this up with it as well. Again, for what is only 25 pence. There is no manual, but however the disc is in good condition and playable, so I am looking forward to finally giving this a try, because I do notice that this game makes a lot of YouTubers top 5 or top 10 lists #1 spot. It's either this or one of the N64 games, which I'm really sorry, it eludes me to the name of it right now. So yes, we've got SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and then we've got a nice £3 trade-in from Peppa Pig the game for only 25 pence. So that was all I got from the charity shops on that particular day. So that was a little bit disappointing. However, we do make our trip to CEX, and 9 times out of 10 or 99% of the time I do leave with something. That was no exception. I picked up a couple of 360 games for the collection, as we are going for the full sets. And the first one is Quake 4. Now you can't see the 4, it's behind the sticker here, but there you go, it is indeed Quake 4. Now I did do a collection video as it stands back in April, and in the comment section I did a pinned comment saying please do recommend some games. Sorry your name eludes me, but one viewer of mine did say you've got to pick up a copy of Quake 4. Do read your comments, I do take them in. It's taken a while to pick it up, but I do finally have Quake 4 for £1.50, and I'm opening it carefully for the reason there of the disc falling out. We do have a manual, and we do have both discs in there. The reason why that disc has fallen out, because rather annoyingly, this is a single case. The spindle here should have on it how many discs it can take, if it can take more than one, but it's just a regular spindle. So that's a little bit annoying and will need changing at some points. But the box is in good condition, so it's not too much of an issue. So yes, Quake 4 for £1.50 from a viewer recommendation. Okay, also, whilst we're there, we picked up a copy of Race Pro for £2. Now, I just thought this was a little bit of an oddball, a game I don't see around a lot. It is, however, as you'll see on there, just next to the recycling sticker, only on Xbox. So it is an Xbox 360 exclusive as well. So I just thought I'd nab that for £2. It does look quite good on the back. I mean, it's made by Atari, so a reputable maker. And of course, it's complete in box with manual. It's got a nice little printing of all these manufacturers on the inlay as well, which I thought was pretty cool. So yes, bought 2 games for £3.50, and we got Race Pro for only £2. Now that was it for that particular day in Bishop Stortford. So as I said, I went to Harlow a week later, and there I did do a CEX trade-in with a bundle of stuff that I had outstanding to go. And whilst I was in there, I also picked up a couple of bits, as a lot of the time I do. And the first item that I picked up from the Harlow CEX was this slipcase, another slipcase in the collection, Eddie, and another lenticular cover, which I do particularly like these covers. I think they're awesome. And that was only £1.50. Everything's in there. I have opened it up and checked it out. We've got a manual. We've got a disc that's in good condition as well. I do actually always check discs before I leave CEX, just in case I need to sort of return them before I've even left. You never know. So yes, the disc in there is fine. The manual's in there. So £1.50, another lenticular slipcase in the collection. Now the next pickup I made from there, I'm absolutely over the moon with. This is fantastic, and it's a copy of Clive Barker's Jericho Special Edition for £3. Now when I picked it up off the shelf, I do look in them and open them up, see if anything's in there, and absolutely nothing was in there. There was no manual. On this sticker here tells me there should be an Image Vault art book. Obviously that wasn't in there as well. There was nothing in there, but the condition of this steelbook is absolutely fantastic. Obviously when you're buying second-hand games, a lot of the times the steelbooks are really scratched up, had dents and all that sort of stuff, but the condition all round of this particular steelbook is absolutely fantastic. And for that, I just had to ask. I made staff work that day. The young girl was actually very helpful. I said, look, I don't want to buy this if everything's in it. And that was true. If there was nothing in it, even with the condition it's in, I would have left it behind. But anyway, she went away and very kindly looked for me and came back. And lo and behold, everything was there. As you'll see, we have an Image Vault book, which as advertised on the front. We've got the manual here, which is also in good condition. We've got this little extra Codemasters book as well, which is a little bit of bonus. And then finally, the lottery of does the download DLC code still work as well is in there. So it's just nice to have everything in there as well. So I'm absolutely really pleased with this. I think it's an absolute bargain at £3, especially for the condition it is in. So thank you, thank you CEX for that one. Anyway, next pickup. Now, I did sort of do a token visit to Game. Now, Game did this, or it's technically still going on. Last generation sale where all the 360 stuff that they sell is 99p. So I went in there as a token visit, and of course there was nothing new. I've already butchered their stock. I've taken everything practically of any decency. I've done 2 videos where I picked up 26 and 44, so I've only had 70 games out of them. So, yes, I did go in and make a token visit, and I did leave with another copy of Gears of War 2, just because it was a box variant that I didn't own, and because I love Gears of War, I'm going for every box variant that is available, both UK, PAL, and NTSC, and to be honest with you, any other region. So I saw this was priced up correctly, or so I thought, because all of their last gen stuff is 99p each. And when I went to the counter with my pound in hand and gave it to the lad behind the counter and said, I'd like this please, he then scanned it through and said that would be 24p. And I said, 24p? And he said, yeah, that's what it's come through as, 24p. So I've got a copy of Gears of War 2 in this Classics box, which I don't own this box variant of, for 24p. And I think this is now the 4th copy I own of Gears of War 2 individually. 5 if you count the double pack with Gears of War 1. So that was a trip to Harlow. None of the charity shops actually turned out anything, and that was all that I left with of quality that day. So then it was another trip to Bishop Stortford a week later on my next batch of days off from work, and my favourite charity shop didn't actually turn up anything, but I did go to Oxfam and pick up this copy of Army of Two. Now, I don't know what it was in CEX. It could be £1, it could be 50p. I could have made a loss, but or I also could have saved a penny. I don't know. In fact, I'm actually going to include a visual of this on screen so we can see if I'm right or wrong. But I don't mind picking up them from charity shops, even if they are 50p above value, when they are in this good condition. As we see, we've got a really nice condition manual there. It hasn't been attacked by Game and had a sticker thrown on the front at some point in its life. Disc is in absolutely excellent condition as well. So for 99p from Oxfam, we've got a copy of Army of Two. I've got Army of Two 40th day, so now I've got just Army of Two. So what else did we get while I was in Stortford? That was the only game from a charity shop. As I say, it was quite a fruitless run that day again. However, I did go into one charity shop and just quickly pick up a copy of Wally on Blu-ray. And this is just pure CEX fodder. They had a copy of Cars, but it had no trading value because they were 50p each. And this one is just over £1, I do believe, as well. So that's just a quick little trade in fodder for CEX that I picked up whilst I was there. And I know it's not a game, but it's kind of going to be to do with games because it's going to help me get that PS3. So next up, I did pop into Game, and of course I popped into Game with the intention of just browsing. However, we didn't just browse, did we? We bought a brand new copy of this twin pack of Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania Plus. Now, I've always wanted to play Sonic Mania since it's come out, and I still hadn't got it. So when I saw this twin pack, they were in fantastic condition on the shelf, but then they went behind the counter and got a brand new one. And I saw this includes art book and Sega Mega Drive reversible cover on Sonic Mania. I mean, Sonic Forces wasn't a game I was particularly interested in playing, but this twin pack with the slipcase as well just really caught my eye, and I just thought it was a fantastic piece. And I say it's still shrunk wrap, so I'm going to do an unboxing of this and have its own little video, so expect that in the near future as well. But yes, I did pay for this, obviously. By pay for it, I mean spent a little bit of money. Paid $34.99 for this, but I just thought it was a nice piece, and I am a Sonic fan, and I do really want to play Sonic Mania, so for me it was well worth it. Anyway, so before we left Stortford, we did do that trip to CEX that I always tend to make. Now, I did leave with something, but I didn't leave with a 360 game. I actually left with a Saturn game. I now have my very first Saturn game in amongst my collection that I've ever bought. I don't actually own a Saturn console. I mean, I would like to one day, but that's probably like the 6th console in line at the moment. So one day, maybe one day. But we picked up a copy of Virtua Fighter 2. Now, I saw it in their glass cabinets, and I looked at it and I thought, wow, that's in absolutely fantastic condition. And it wasn't that expensive, and I thought to myself, I'm going to get it out, or I'm going to ask them to get it out and let me have a look at it so I can check the condition, check for manual, check for the disc quality. And the case is in absolutely fantastic condition, and of course the manual has fallen forward, as they always do. So the manual is in there and in fantastic condition. I got the disc out and had a little check. That is in excellent condition as well, and I just could not pass it up. And why could I not pass it up? Because here is the receipts, and as you'll see, it was only a £5. There you go, payment due £5, only a £5, which is an absolute steal. This actually, I did check, was sort of going on eBay for between £5 and £10. So it just goes to show that CEX, you can actually get a little bit of value out of them every now and again if you hunt them down. And all I want to say to CEX is thank you for not putting that sticker on the front of the box because it's cardboard, and putting it on its own little stand with a sticker. So thank you very much for that. So let's try and shut this and keep the manual in, because aren't these boxes just rubbish? So yes, there we go. We have Virtua Fighter 2 for the Saturn, which I'm apparently now collecting for. Anyway, we're coming up to the end. We've still got 5 more items to show you. Got a couple of more bits to show you. One, they're saving the best till last. There's an absolute cracking piece at the end. But anyway, driving home from work. When I drive home from work, I go to Tesco's, and that particular Tesco's in Stortford has a charity shop next to it, which obviously I can only visit when I go there and drive. So they always have their games at £2 each or 3 for a £5, and I very rarely ever find anything there. The condition of the stuff there is crap. A lot of time the boxes are beaten up, the discs are scratched to high hell. The discs are either wrong or sometimes not even in there. But anyway, I went there and they seemed to have an influx. They actually needed an extra half a shelf, so I had even more stuff when I went there. Anyway, did leave with 3 items, because if you're going to give me £1 off buying a 3rd item, I am going to buy 3. Did add to the 360 collection, and I did pick up this copy of 007 Quantum of Solace, complete in box with manual. It's my second 007 game. I do have Bloodstone as well. And then I also bought a couple of PSP games, and one of them I'm absolutely fascinated by. The first one is a copy of Burnout Legends. Now, I do want to buy a PSP. I did used to own one, but unfortunately I sold it to get something else. So yes, I will be buying a PSP again at some point. That's probably going to be slightly ahead of the Saturn, but behind the PS3 and the Retron 5. So anyway, we picked up a copy of Burnout Legends as part of the 3 for £5 deal. Nice little condition one there in manual with manual there. So we picked up a copy of Burnout Legends, and then the piece that fascinated me, that I absolutely love. I love this little piece. Now, I do really like the Pirates of the Caribbean films, so I had no qualms in picking this up. Now, it's a Dead Man's Chest Collector's Edition, so we've got the game and the film in there, the 2 little UMDs. And to my surprise, when I've opened it up, bearing in mind the quality of this charity shop normally churns out, both UMDs were in there and correct, and it has an absolutely fantastic condition manual in there as well. So I was really pleased for this little purchase to turn up, and I can't ever remember seeing a collector's edition for the PSP with 2 UMDs. If you have heard of anything, you know, with 2 games or a game in a film like this, or even just 2 films, please drop in the comment section below. But I thought this was a nice little piece, and because I like the Pirates of the Caribbean, I probably will give that game a bash when I eventually get a PSP. And if I'm ever on a long journey of 2 hours or so, and I fancy watching a film, I don't want to play games, well, I can watch watch the film Dead Man's Chest as well. So yes, that is a really nice piece, and was very pleased. Anyway, when I went to Bishop Stortford, one of those days out where I go there by foot, a lot of the time when I return to my hometown, I then just nip up to my 2 charity shops and check them out and see if they've had anything in. I do try and go once a week. You've got to keep going to find the good stuff, and that is basically what happened. To my surprise, when I looked at their shelf of games, they had 2 box sets on there, and the first one was this copy of LA Noire. Now, I know LA Noire isn't worth a lot alone as a single game. It's only worth £1 as a standalone edition, and I did wonder if this had any value to it as well. And then when I checked the CEX prices online, which I'm going to probably put up there, for the £2.99 I paid for this, I did save on their sale price. However, its trading value was £1.60. But for the quality that this was in, I was well surprised. It's just in fantastic condition. To open it up like this, you then so get this the right way round, Rob. Open this up as well, and all 4 discs are in there. I've had all 4 of them out whilst I was in there and checked them over. They look like they've never actually been played. They are absolutely in mint condition. And then we've got a manual in this little slip piece here. That looks like it's fresh off the print. That is an absolutely immaculate condition. So this is basically going into the collection and is an absolute steal, to be honest with you, for me at £2.99. So I don't mind paying for a bit of quality if I can get it back in the slipcase as well. So there we go. We've got LA Noire for only £2.99. So the pickup of the video right at the very end from that charity shop. Again, I went there for 6 months without finding a single thing until that Metal Gear Solid 3 Substance turned up in a previous video. And to think that these 2 box sets turned up not too much longer later, just goes to show that you do need to keep going in. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I went in there and picked up Mass Effect Trilogy for the PS3. Now, when I picked this up, I had no idea what this was worth. As I say, I do get my phone out while I'm in there and do check this up. And to my surprise, and I'm going to put the visuals on screen next to it. To my surprise, this has a trading value of £21, and they sell it for £35. So I opened it all up, checked the discs out. All the discs are in immaculate condition. So have a quick look inside. They're all in immaculate condition. This is just in fantastic condition as well. We've got all 3 discs there. Again, we've got manual and an extra bit of paper there, which look like they're fresh off the print, just like the LA Noire set. All in fantastic condition. So what did I pay for this? To get £21 trading value, I only paid £3.99, and that is an absolute steal. And I do own the Mass Effect Trilogy on the Xbox 360, so I have no need to keep this. This is purely going to be CEX trading fodder, and it's a fantastic boost towards, ironically, that PS3. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the pickups complete. All I want to know is in the comment section below what you thought of everything I got. Is there anything that stands out to you that I must play straight away? Tell me about the deals. I mean, this is an absolutely fantastic deal. This was a no-brainer, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic deal. So yes, apart from that, please throw those comments in. Please subscribe to the channel. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and perhaps hit that notification bell, and that will drop you a little notification every time I upload a brand new video. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that just leaves me now to say thank you for watching, and as always, take care.